Hello, and welcome to the Hawks Nest for a rematch of last year's provincial semifinals. The 2-1 Humber Hawks host the 5-0 Fanshawe Falcons. I'm Andrew Mulaney alongside my partner in crime, Matt Caldwell. Fanshawe swept Humber 3-0 in last year's semis en route to their first gold medal since 1972. And Fanshawe hasn't dropped a set all year. So, Matt, what's it going to take for this Humber Hawks team to beat very tough and deep Fanshawe Falcons team?
It's definitely going to take a team effort. Absolutely everybody on the court has to be at their A game when it comes to blocking, defense, and offense. Also, they've got to do well putting those serves in play, force that other team to make them work and get them their points, as well as same on the other side. They've got to make sure they're doing everything they can to get themselves in a good position to get a nice kill.
Certainly a tough challenge for the Hawks tonight. Fanshawe, after winning that gold medal in the provincials, ended up winning bronze in the CCAA tournament, the nationals, and ranked 4th in the nation. So definitely a tough team.
Yeah, a really, really tough squad, especially when it comes to the offense. You know, having someone like Janelle Albert that absolutely kills the ball. She's leading in almost every offensive category, hits per set, hitting percentage, and both kills per set. So it's definitely going to be something that the Humber players are going to really have to work through and make sure they find out a way to slow down her offense.
Good analysis there, Matt. We'll turn it over to the PA for the national anthems and the starting lineups.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Nest for tonight's OCAA matchup featuring the visiting Fanshawe Falcons and your Humber Hawks. We ask that you please rise if you're able for playing the defending national anthem.
After the national anthems, players line up to shake hands. After the singing of the national anthem, nice to see the crowd here and chipping in to sing.
Yeah, helping the ladies in white with the national anthem, doing a really good job.
And now let's meet the starting line was first with Fanshawe Falcons, number 3, Kiana Lee, number 6, Sarah Hushka, number 9, Janelle Albert, number 10, Ashley Rafferty, number 12, Matilda Leary, number 14, Lauren Raycraft, and number 16, Kim Hardy. The head coach of the Falcons is Jeff Milano.
different look there for the Humber Hawks starting lineup, starting with 2 middle blockers to combat a very tough Fanshawe squad led by reigning OCAA and CCAA Player of the Year. Janelle Albert leading the way for the Fanshawe Falcons, leading the way in points percent, kills percent, and hitting percentage in the entire province.
Yeah, head coach Chris Wilkins has got to do whatever he can to try to cool down that blazing offense.
Be an interesting challenge here for the Hawks. Fanshawe will get first serve.
It's a good chance for Humber to get their feet under them. With a nice solid point here to start this one off. First service is going to number 6, Heshka.
Just out of the reach of the libero. La Chapelle, and the first point will go to Fanshawe.
Definitely not the start that the Humber players are looking for. Definitely got to show up here with this one with a good pass.
Back-to-back service aces.
Yeah,
Sorry,
a
Matt.
bit of a commentator's curse there early. My apologies.
Oh, no problem. Heshka came into this one with only 4 service aces, already with 2 on the first 2 serves of the day. Third serve is up.
Yeah, sometimes that float serve can be tough to deal with.
Cheyenne Williams just pushed that one out a bit too far, and Fanshawe's out to a quick 3-0 lead.
Humber needs a nice good pass here. My apologies.
Yeah, no worries. Heshka gets her 4th chance at serve. And right into the net, and Humber's on the board.
Now Humber's going to take what they can get. Now hopefully looking to do the same here.
Cheyenne Williams will get first chance at serve here for the Hawks. Really been one of the shining stars for the Hawks in the early part of the season, leading the team in blocks, and actually puts that one right in the net. So the commentator curse is, I guess, in full swing here tonight.
Yeah, you got it. She's currently first in OCAA rankings in blocks with 21 and blocks per set.
So they're
really important part of the defense for Humber.
And that one put right into the net. Fanshawe Falcons flying high early on the Battle of the Birds, 5-1. Deliri getting ready to serve. It's up Met in the middle. Barman puts that one up. Big play there by Andrews, that's Met. Play in the backcourt. They'll just throw that one over.
Humber's got to make sure they do good on this free ball.
Kristanisic put that one up, but that was blocked. The Falcons continue to roll here early on.
Falcons showing a little bit of the defense now.
Deliri with the serve once again. Put up by Barmet, set up for Andrews. Another big block at the net. And Matt, what is going on here with Humber? Everything they seem to be doing is just been met by the Falcons.
Yeah, right now it's looking like they're just hitting it straight into the block. They tried to go with a little bit of the technical stuff early. It didn't work. Tried to go with the hits there. Still not working. See if they change it up a bit. That's exactly what they do there, going back to the soft stuff, putting it into the open part of the court.
Soft stuff earns Humber that point and cutting that lead down to 5. And now Alex Bartman will have a chance at serve.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do to stop any kind of roll the other team has.
Serve is up. That's
really good pass.
Big play. Bartman keeps it alive. Big play by Watson. That's Met. Nice float over the net. That's kept alive. Bartman sets it up for Kristanisic. Kept alive once again. Nice little rally we got going on. Blocked at the net there by Watson. That's going to be a double touch.
And Humber's going to take that win there with the long rally. Those are the kind of rallies that you really want to win early in this game. Start get your momentum going. Definitely takes the air out of the tires of the other team when they lose a really long rally like that.
Alex Bartman getting ready to serve once again. That one misses. Service error. Now an 8-3 lead for Fanshawe.
Looked really close there. Bartman thought she had one.
Ashley Rafferty getting ready to serve. Kept alive there. La Chapelle keeps it in. Fanshawe has a free ball here. Big play at the net there by Albert. Another point for Fanshawe.
Yeah, really, really big swing there by Albert. There's going to be a quick timeout here early, as it looks like Humber is really just having a hard time getting their pass to the setter so that she can do her job and set up these hitters to go swinging. Just hasn't been working so far in this one. Really good serving by the Fanshawe Falcons.
Yeah, Humber's certainly been scrambling in the early stages of this one, just trying to get something going. A smart timeout taken there by Chris Wilkins, down by 6 early on in the first set.
Yeah, like I said, just got to do what you can to take the air out of the tires. This really, really hot offense that the Fanshawe Falcons go with.
Fanshawe, as we mentioned off the hop, hasn't dropped a set all year, so this should be a good challenge here for the Humber Hawks, trying to get back on top. They were the reigning gold medal champs for 11 years in a row. However, last year, Fanshawe took that title, so should be a nice little preview for the upcoming provincial playoffs.
Yeah, definitely going to try to get into that playoff kind of mindset. Every point is just as important as the last. You got to do everything you can to make sure that your team comes out on top.
Rafferty back at the service line. 6 service aces coming into this one. Big play at the net. LaChapelle keeps that alive.
Once again, Humber struggling with the passes, but a big kill there, as it doesn't really matter when you can hit the ball like that.
Julia Watson coming up clutch there. Humber's leading scorer coming into this one. Excuse me, second points coming into this one, leading in kills rather.
Cassie Andrews, see if she can get going from the service line.
Big play there, kept alive by Bartman. Chappelle puts that one up. Another play by Watson. That one looked like it was going wide, but Fanshawe keeps it alive. Big play at the net there. Bartman sets it up for Watson.
Really good dig, and that leads to a really good hit, as Humber is really starting to come alive here now. So they're getting going here.
Yeah, they're finally starting to rally after that timeout, and a beautiful kill there by Watson. Just too hot to handle was that ball.
Whatever Coach Chris Wilkins said worked. Unfortunately, that one sails long.
Yeah, service error giving the ball back to Fanshawe. Humber still trailing by 5, and that puts Albert at the service line. Service up, barely kept alive. They'll just have to be returned. Free ball here for the Falcons.
Still did a good job getting it as deep as possible.
Nice play there at the net. Hardy was blocked. That'll be a point again for Fanshawe as that one landed out of bounds.
Yeah, just unfortunately deflected off of a really shallow-looking block.
Albert's serve is up. LaChapelle meets that one. Kristanisic's play was blocked, but right into the net, and Humber's back on the board. Kristanisic will get a chance to serve. Alex Kristanisic, a regular of last year's starting lineup. Getting the serve here. Start here tonight after not starting the home opener. A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. Ball landed right in front of all 3 of the front line players.
And once again, going to Albert. Even though she's in the back court, she's still proving that she can lay one down.
Kim Hardy with the serve. Tallest player in this game here, standing at 6'3". Big block at the net. Emma Heedy just got that one through, landed inbounds on the Fanshawe side.
Yeah, fortunately for Humber, the Fanshawe block just wasn't kissing that net close enough, letting that ball squeak down in front of them.
Up at Julia Watson at the service line. Serve is good. Big play at the net, that's blocked. Fanshawe will have to scramble. Play there, they just served that one over. Kept alive. Heaney throws that one over. The big chance here for Fanshawe. Big hit, but that one just stays in. Another point for the Falcons. Fanshawe now up by 6, 13-7 in the first set. Kiana Lee at the service line. Ball just kept alive. They're gonna have to throw this one back. Heaney tried to be a little too fancy with that one. Tried to force Fanshawe's hand there. It didn't work, it just sailed long.
Yeah, Humber just really struggling so far in this one with those first passes. As you know, that is one of the more important passes to make in the game, as once again, a race here off the bump.
Albert just scrambling, trying to find an answer for what Fanshawe's giving him right now. 15-7 the first set.
And Petkov is checked into the game.
Let's see if that personnel change should do anything. That serve sails right past Andrews. Tried to get a hand on that, just deflected that out of bounds.
And from our angle, we can't really tell quite the movement of the ball, but when you get those float serves that can have sort of that knuckleball effect, can make it tough for the first pass.
Cheyenne Williams gets that in. Fanshawe scrambling, keep that alive, throw it back. Bartman sets it up. Thrown over for Andrews, just way too long there. And now Fanshawe grows their lead, 17-7 rather, still in the first set.
Yeah, just a little bit too much mustard on that tip, trying to go for that back corner. It's unfortunately Fanshawe with a 10-point lead now.
Bartman sets it up for Williams. That's blocked. Watson tried to keep it up. LaChapelle to Bartman, threw it over. Whistled down. That's going to be a point for the Falcons. I believe that was a net violation. Kiana Lee still at the line for Fanshawe.
He needs to make a really big pass here.
And a service ace, another one for Kiana Lee. 19-7 for Fanshawe.
She's starting to roll in them aces now, starting to heat up from the serve line.
Definitely finding a rhythm here. Serve is up. LaChapelle gets that one. Bartman sets it up for Williams. Can't find the court. Another point for Fanshawe.
Yeah, I don't think that was quite the best choice to go to number 12, Cheyenne Williams, as it didn't look like she was quite in her position and ready for the swing.
Serve is up. Bartman sets up for Williams, and that one's gonna land in.
Yeah, and there, much better. She looked like she was ready to hit that ball. She was ready to attack it, and look what happens. They score a point.
Number finally got their attack set up. Now regain serve. Hannah Petkov on the line. Fanshawe setting up. Big play, goes past everybody and lands inbounds. Now 21-8 lead for Fanshawe in the first set.
A really good spot there, squeezing it right through that Humber block. Humber blockers just not quite close enough to each other, and it squeezes right through their hands.
Torreya Heshka at the service line. That one met. Williams tried to get that one over, was met. Tried to do it again, couldn't. Lands in, another point for Fanshawe, 22-8 now.
Yeah, starting to look like ping pong there in that rally. So we're gonna get another check in, as it's gonna be Olivia Foley taking off Cheyenne Williams.
Humber searching for answers any way they can. Get a set of fresh legs in there. Bartman sets that up, one up. That one's met. Set up at the net here for Fanshawe. Big play there, but went past everybody and past the court. And that'll be a point for the Hawks. We'll take a look at the replay of that one. Nice setup there. Maybe a bit of a miscommunication. That ball just hit a little too hard.
Yeah, it just didn't quite get on top of the ball quite enough for that downward angle, and it sails out.
Olivia Foley with the serve. Fanshawe setting up. Big play at the net there by Albert.
Yeah, net violation there. That didn't look like she was quite set to hit that, and kind of scrambling to get it. Either way, Humber's going to take that as they go back to the service line.
Still down by 12 here, 22-10 the first set for Fanshawe. Olivia Foley back at the line.
Yes, that's not over yet. You know, anything can happen here. Go on a little bit of a roll, string together a couple of aces and big hits. Next thing you know, you're back into the set.
Another big play at the net there by Albert. And that'll be a point for the Falcons.
Yeah, but easier and said than done when you have somebody like that on the other side of the court, just absolutely pounding the ball.
Matea Deliri at the service line. Bartman with the setup for Krastonisic. That one's blocked. We'll try it again. This time for Andrews. That one's met by the Falcons. They'll set up. Played there by Albert. Floats it in. That's going to miss, rather. That'll be a point for the Hawks. 23-11 now the score for Fanshawe. We gotta look at play from back there. Bartman's serve is in. Just kept alive by Albert. Fanshawe a chance to set up here. Big play, that misses. And Humber cuts into that lead, still down by 11, 23-12 now the score, putting Bartman back at the line.
And that's a really good play there by Alex Christonas as she went right back over when she saw that Albers was out of the play after that save. Really good choice there, as the Fanshawe defense was only at 5 defenders at that point.
That serve by Bartman just squirted over the net. Big play there. Albert, that was met at the net, big block. Another block there, but that one will trickle past the front line and right behind them for another Fanshawe point. We got a replay of that block.
Yeah, really big swing there by Albers and an even bigger block there to meet it. Fortunately, Humber couldn't get that ball to go down into the court.
Rafferty the serve. That's going to be an error, as that missed everybody in the court. 24-13 now the score for Fanshawe. They're just 1 point away from taking the first set. Cassidy Andrews with the serve. Now it's going to miss, and Fanshawe will take the first set, 25-13.
Really strong start there by the first place Fanshawe Falcons. They're ranked 4th in the country, so we knew this was going to be a tough test for Humber, and it is proving so far here in this one.
Fanshawe winning all 16 sets that they've played in so far. And really, that first set, they've looked pretty unstoppable. Humber not being able to put together anything really to combat them. We'll get a quick break here after the first set. We'll be right back for the second. Hello and welcome back. Hello and welcome back to the Hawks Nest. Humber Hawks losing that first set, big 25-13 against the Fanshawe Falcons, as they look dominant after that first set.
Yeah, Fanshawe Falcons looking really comfortable here so far in this one, and I'd probably say the biggest difference on either side of the court was that Humber was having a really problem with the passing, whereas Fanshawe was doing a really good job with their passing, making sure their setter doesn't really have to do much, and that's leading to really big hits and really big kills.
We take a look at the West Division standings in the OCAA. Fanshawe on top with a 5-0 record, tied with Mohawk, the only team to beat Humber so far. And Humber's still in the middle of the pack there, along with St. Clair and Niagara. This is definitely a big game here for the standings to get those playoff seeds settled.
Yeah, middle of the pack here so far for Humber, but you know, string a couple wins together. Next thing you know, you're close to the top of the standings. But it is a big test here, as you know, with the 5-0 Fanshawe Falcons at the top so far in the West. Really big test for these Humber Hawks.
Humber with first serve. And that one will miss. Alex Bartman couldn't get that one in. And already they're down 1-0. First serve for Fanshawe will be Deliri.
That's a good pass.
Bartman set that one up for Cassidy Andrews, but a big block going right back on the side of the Hawks, and Fanshawe's up 2-0. So you've got to look at the replay.
Yeah, really unfortunate here as the Hawks do a really good job getting a good pass to the setter and setting it up. Had an even better block there by Fanshawe.
Yeah, Fanshawe's front line all over that one. Kostonisic, a big play at the net. And they can't get that one, and Humber's back on the board. 2-1 now for Fanshawe.
And that middle set, that meter ball as I like to call it, hasn't really been working out so far for Humber in the first set. Decided to go back to it early here, and it's working right now.
Set up here by Fanshawe. Big play at the net. Oh my! You know who that was, Janelle Albert. We'll get a replay of that. No chance there for Bartman.
Yeah, what do you do when you're the Humber defense and you have to dig spikes like that? It does really become tough, especially when someone like Albert starts to get into a roll.
Kostonisic, that was pancaked and kept alive. And a big miscommunication there by the Humber Hawks. No one on that ball. And an easy point there for Fanshawe.
Another little bit of an unfortunate bounce for Humber, and a little bit of shoddy communication as they will take that one though as they go back to the service line.
Sluggish start for both teams in the second set as that serve by Fanshawe went right into the net. I'll put Kostonisic back on the service line with a chance to get Humber back within one. Ball kept alive by Fanshawe. Big play that's partially blocked. Bartman keeps it alive. Andrews will just keep it up. Watson throws it back. Easy play here for Fanshawe. They got free ball. Big play at the net that's blocked. Set up by Bartman. Watson. And that lands in. Point for the Hawks. Now 4-3 for Fanshawe.
Yeah, Watson absolutely laying it down, leading the team with 32 kills. Actually make that 33 with that one. And then start this one against the Hawks. So really strong side from the right side of the court for Humber.
Big play there by Albert. That's kept alive. Watson floats that one over. Nice play there. And Humber's tied this one up 4-4 in the second set.
Yeah, Watson doing a really, really good job, almost faking out the Fanshawe defense, thinking that she was maybe going to pass it. Instead, going with that two-hand touch straight down into the Fanshawe side of the court.
Set up there. Andrews keeps that one alive. Puts that one up. A big block at the net. That was Petkoff, couldn't get through. She'll get another shot. And that lands in. Humber takes the lead, 5-4.
And the Hawks starting to find their wings here so far in set number 2, as they see themselves with their first lead in this one.
Kostonisic will try and keep this ball rolling.
And she's got to do whatever she can, is making sure she gets that ball in the court. It's exactly what she does, and another really good dig by the Humber defense.
Watson, a nice play there. And the Fanshawe player tried to crawl to keep that one alive. Rafferty couldn't quite do it, and Humber takes a 2-point lead, 6-4.
Yeah, Rafferty hitting the hardwood just a little bit too early there, misreading that pancake attempt. But Kostonisic will take it as she's back at the service line with another good serve.
So your big play. It's met. Fanshawe getting another shot at it. Rafferty saying that went up. Albert, nice chance there. Play at the net. Both teams were going for that one. Fanshawe will have a chance to set up though. Kostonisic keeps it alive. Bartman sets it up for Watson. Nice floater. Humber celebrating. That was inbounds. Humber up now, 7-4 in the second set. Kostonisic back at the line. Humber looking to respond after a disappointing first set. Play whistle down. That'll be a point rather for the Hawks.
That looked like that might have been a lift there. As Fanshaw's going to take the timeout, as Humber sees himself with a nice 4-point lead, forcing Fanshawe to really take their first timeout, stopping the Humber momentum.
Yeah, Humber really went on a nice run there. Fanshawe got out to a quick 4-1 lead. Looked like we'd see a lot of the same that we saw in the first set, but Humber going on a nice 7-0 run here to kind of cap off that last play there. So we got to look at the Fanshawe bench.
Humber Hawks coach Chris Wilkins going over everything with his team, making sure that everybody's on the same page. Humber looking really comfortable here in set number 2. As they starting to get a little bit more comfortable with the passing, starting to hit their captain Alex Barman, allowing her to give her teammates a really nice pass so that they can kill this volleyball.
Let's see if Humber keep this roll going and take away the first set from Fanshawe all season. They haven't dropped one yet. 16-0 so far. Kristanisic back at the service line.
One of the 3 ladies named Alex on the Humber squad. Another really good serve.
Big play there by Lee. Kept alive by Andrews. Bartman sets it up for Watson. And that won't count. Point there for Fanshawe. They cut that lead down to 3.
Yeah, unfortunate there, as the net that these ladies play with have a post on both sides showing what's in and what's out, and unfortunately that ball going on the outside of the post. As Humber's going to take that kill as that squeezes through the Fanshawe block.
Yeah, beautiful setup there. Bartman to Foley. Humber reclaiming that 4-point lead, sending Julia Watson to the service line. 9-5 Humber in the second set. Serve is good. Set there, floated over. Foley, rather, that play met at the net. Petkoff couldn't get through. Andrews missed everybody in the court with that one. And another point for Fanshawe, cutting this lead down 9-6.
Yeah, Andrews was kind of hoping that maybe skimmed off the block a little bit, causing that to go out. Unfortunately, didn't quite get the call.
Kim Hardy at the service line.
Another really good pass there by Cassidy Andrews, and that leads to a point for the Humber Hawks.
That play threw Hardy a little off guard there, couldn't get to that ball, or rather, got to that ball, but couldn't get a good play on it. Sending Hannah Petkoff to the service line. Humber up 10-6.
And Humber doing a really good job making sure they're sending that pass really well to their setter so they can set up the hitters.
Big block of the net there, but that lands out of bounds. Will be a point for the Falcons.
Unfortunately, number 1, Olivia Foley, just wasn't quite angled enough into the Fanshawe side of the court, able to fuck them out.
Kiana Lee at the service line. She was on a roll last set, but a service error right away, giving Humber an easy point. 11-7 now for Humber in the second set.
Yeah, Humber maybe breathing a little sigh of relief there. As you said, she went on quite a roll last time she was at the service line in the last set. So Olivia Foley looking to do something similar here.
Serve is up and over the net. That ball gets away, goes right to where the umpire is. And a point there for Humber.
A really, really good serve. Unfortunately for the Fanshawe Falcons, pass into the net umpire there. That's Olivia Foley back to the service line.
12-7 now for Humber. But she puts that one right into the net. And Fanshawe cuts that lead down to 5. Taria Heshka at the service line.
Humber can't get complacent here with the 5-point lead. They know how dangerous this Fanshawe Falcon team can be. They really got to stay on their toes.
Already, Kristanisic has been blocked, but she won't be denied again. Point now for the Hawks.
Yeah,
Reclaiming that's...
Yeah, she's knocking once, nobody answers, knocked twice. She's allowed inside, and she gets the point there. Really big kill there.
If at first you don't succeed... Sorry, Matt, try again.
Exactly right.
Alex Bartman at the line. Serve is good. Big play there by Albert. That was LaChapelle trying to get play on that one. Couldn't do it though, and Fanshawe gets the point, putting Deliri at the line.
And a little bit of an unfortunate deflection, deflecting into the really no man's land part of the court there in the Humber defense.
Harmon sends the one up for Krastosic. That ball getting away. They put that one right into the wall. And Humber's back on top by 5.
Yeah, and once again going to that middle short ball set, the meter ball as I like to call it. It's working out so far in set number 2 here for Alex Krastosic.
Cassidy Andrews at the line. Ball kept alive by the libero.
One of the few bad passes that these Fanshawe Falcons have given their setter.
Nice job there by Watson, but that ball's met. Set up there, Lee gets it. LaChapelle on it. Bartman sets it up. That was a ball by Petkoff. Missed everybody and a point for Fanshawe.
And once again, the Humber ladies thinking that might have gone off the Fanshawe block. Unfortunately, not getting the call their way. As Fanshawe cutting the lead now to 4.
The umpire disagreed with the Humber point of view there. Well, sent Ashley Rafferty to the service line.
Yeah, there's 5 sets of eyes out there. He's got lots of umpires that he can go to make sure they get that call right.
Big block in the net. Krastosic and Watson were all over that one. And Humber keeps that 5-point lead, 15-10 now in the second set after they dropped the first. We get a nice look at that replay.
Yeah, Julia Watson getting fired up there. There's a big block for her Humber Hawks. Makes their lead back to 5.
Krastosic back at the service line. She was on a roll before. Set up there. That ball was met. Bartman setting it up. Watson. And another point for the Hawks, up by 6.
And Humber really showing their aggressiveness here, going to that right side setter, working out really, really nice. As once again, they're gonna force Fanshawe call another timeout.
Fanshawe not fooling around with those timeouts. It's using both of them in the second set. Just searching for answers after a really dominant first set. Now, they've been scrambling.
Yeah, Fanshawe kind of looking like they're in a little bit of an unfamiliar place so far this season. Being pressured a little bit here by this Humber offense. And it's not really coming just from one player on the Humber side. It's coming from multiple players. And then you've got Julia Watson, Alex Krastosic really doing a really good job putting the load on their back and giving these Humber Hawks their biggest lead of the game.
Look there at Cheyenne Williams. She's really impressed with her first year with the Hawks. Spent the previous 2 years with Sheridan. She leads the league in blocks and blocks per set, and also she leads her team in points and hitting percentage. So definitely a big part of this Humber team as the players get ready to take the court.
That doesn't surprise me at all, as they're going to look to use her tall size in the middle of the court, really trying to go for that middle set between her and Krastosic. It's working out so far here in set number 2.
Krastosic back on the line. She's been great there all game. That serve got away from the Fanshawe Falcons. Hawks now up 17-10 in the second set.
As I said, this Fanshawe defense may be starting to feel the pressure. These Humber Hawks.
Serve is up and good. Raycroft gets that one.
Another little bit of an iffy pass there by the Falcons, but a really good spot there with the tip as the Humber block the defense. A little bit of a big horseshoe there as they went with the 4-women defense as it falls in between the 4 of them, as that can be the weakness to that setup.
Heshka put that one in a great spot, and another great spot there, Janelle Albert getting the service ace.
Cassidy Andrews has been oh so good here in set number 2 with the passes off serve. That one getting away from her a little bit.
Foley sets this one up. Tries to get one over. She does. A beautiful play there by Olivia Foley.
Yeah, Olivia Foley just going right back at the Fanshawe Falcons, getting it a little bit of a sloppy pass by Fanshawe, getting over the net there. And Olivia Foley just putting it right back where it came and extending this Humber lead.
Watson with the serve. Raycroft met that one. Foley tried that same play again. Didn't quite work.
And once again, a little bit of iffy passing here by the Falcons.
Barman sets that one up for Petkoff. Can't throw it over the net, and that'll be a free point for the Falcons.
Unfortunate there by the Humber Hawks captain, Alex Bartman. She has been oh so good as the team captain and setter for the Humber Hawks. Is that one, getting away from her a little bit.
Laura Vatmeyer, service line. LaChapelle keeps it alive. Bartman sets it up for Foley. And that's good. Humber leading this one 19-13.
And Foley doing a really good job getting over her spot just in time to be able to lay that one down. She finds a seam there in the Falcons defense. Humber really starting to look comfortable here. And Fanshawe really starting to look uncomfortable. A really TSN turning point here in set number 2.
Be careful about saying that. That's a trademark phrase, Matt. Humber there. Ball kept up.
Once again, Humber getting a free ball. What's they going to do with it?
Andrews got that one across. That was a rocket. Kim will just have to throw it back.
Once again, Humber getting another free ball and putting another solid swing on it as the Humber Hawks ladies getting fired up after that really long rally, extending their lead 20-13.
Humber in the home stretch of the second half, or second set now. And Fanshawe all out of timeouts. So they really control their own destiny here. Petkoff at the line. Serve is good. Kim will throw it over. Nice kill there. Cutting that lead down to 6. 20-14 now for Humber. Now put Kim on the, or excuse me, Lee on the service line. Kiana Lee. Bartman sets it up. Andrews. That's going to be a point for the Falcons.
And unfortunately, she touched the net there with that swing. As the set was just a little bit too close to the net there.
Kiana Lee, she's been great on the service line all day. Another shot here. Misses everybody in the court. 3-point there for Humber.
Yeah, Humber's going to take that one as you said, she's been oh so hot from the service line. So we're going to see Olivia Foley now back there. She had a couple of really good service aces last time she was at the service line.
Olivia Foley on the line. Serve is good. Set up there. Watson keeps it up. Bartman setting it up for Andrews. Can't tip it over. Hawks scrambling. They'll just throw it over. Free ball for the Falcons. Set up there. Oh my, great rally here. A point there for the Hawks.
Unfortunately, that pass was going on the Humber side of the net. Deliri going underneath the net to try to make that pass. Fortunately, you can't do that, as Humber's going to take that point as they're sitting comfortable 22-15. It's Olivia Foley back at the service line.
Just 3 points away from tying this one up. But Foley puts that one right into the net. Now we're 22-16 here. Humber's still in the driver's seat of the second set.
Humber's still in the driver's seat, but they still have to make sure they're making good passes to their captain, number 16, Alex Bartman.
Heshka puts that one right in the net. Humber and Fanshawe exchanging service errors. The Hawks now just 2 points away from taking the second set.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really have to worry about making that pass if the ball doesn't get over the net. Humber's definitely going to take that one. It's Alex Bartman at the service line now.
Bartman's serve just makes it over the net. Fanshawe scrambling. Raycroft just puts it back.
Humber gets the free ball.
Kostonisic, a nice play there. Was deflected out of bounds by the Fanshawe player.
Humber once again going with that middle attacker with the meter ball. And once again, it's working out well for them as Kostonisic, with another kill.
Set point now for the Hawks. And that will do it. Humber takes the first set off Fanshawe all season. We're all tied here, 1 set each.
And maybe a little bit of the turning of the tides here as a very, very good comeback set here for the Humber Hawks, taking a set from the previously undefeated Fanshawe Falcons. They have, as you said, they haven't dropped a set so far this year until now, as the Humber Hawks ladies starting to feel themselves a little bit going into set number 3.
Don't look back now. We got ourselves a game. Fanshawe taking the first set 25-13, but Humber storming right back, taking that one 25-16. We'll get a look at some of the highlights from that second set. Certainly an entertaining one. Looked like Fanshawe was Welcome back to the Hawks Nest. Great matchup here between the Humber Hawks and the Fanshawe Falcons, tied 1-1. We'd like to talk about a few of the groups we have here in attendance tonight. Reach Volleyball Club, Peel Selects 15U and 16U girls, EVP Eagles, and the U14 Oakville girls volleyball team. So some great attendance here tonight, a lot of great groups, and all these groups here enjoying a great matchup here tonight. Fanshawe taking that first set 25-13, but Humber storming right back, grabbing that second set 25-16.
Yeah, these volleyballs in attendance are certainly getting a good one so far. Getting a little bit of taste of what college volleyball is like here in the OCAA.
Fanshawe just dropping their first set all season, but between sets you would never have guessed, as the morale on the Fanshawe side here is as high as ever.
Yeah, they still look definitely really comfortable. They know they are a strong team, and they know they can put points on the board in a split second. So I think all head coach Jeff Miller was reassuring his ladies that just keep to your fundamentals and you should be able to get the job done.
A big block of the net there by Albert, and Fanshawe grabs the first point here in what's going to be a crucial third set.
Yeah, this is going to be really, really tight here, as both teams really need to be on their toes and really tight with both the offense and the defense. Humber's going to get lucky there with the service error going way out of bounds in the back.
Vat Myers served, missing everyone there, putting Alex Bartman rather at the service line.
And with the way Humber has picked up the momentum here, if you're Fanshawe, you definitely don't want to be giving them free points with service errors.
That one just kept alive by the Falcons. Albert, big play there. LaChapelle keeping it alive. Big block at the net. Andrews couldn't get it across. Bartman setting up for Watson. Another big block. Hawks starting to scramble a little bit. Watson again. That one just thrown over. Kristanisic tried to get it back quickly, but missed the court.
And unfortunate there is Kristanisic tried to put it back where it came from. Going a little bit too long. Might have been a little bit better of a play to take that free ball, get it to your setter for a good pass.
And Deliri's serve there. Petkoff couldn't get a play on that one, deflected it back into the windows of the gymnasium behind. Fanshawe now up 3-1 to start this third set.
And Humber really has to stop these momentum in their tracks right here.
Kristanisic couldn't get it over. Fanshawe up 4-1 quickly here.
Yeah, once again trying that meter ball middle set. And And unfortunately, just wasn't high enough. Wasn't able to get it over the net.
No time to panic yet for Humber. They were down 4-1 early in the second. And Kristana is such a nice kill there to get them back within 2.
Yeah, Kristana's just saying to her team captain, give me the ball again because I want to redeem myself there with that error in the pass play, going with the big kill there.
There's a play at the net there. It's going to be a net violation against Fanshawe. Now it's 4-3 for the Falcons.
And once again, Humber's going to take all the free points that Fanshawe's going to give them, especially here in this crucial third set.
Andrews with the serve, just gets through, lands in bounds, and now we're all tied up at 4.
Cassidy Andrews showing off what she's got there from the service line. She's been really effective with the passes off the serve, now showing off what she's got.
Fanshawe setting up. Big play, that's blocked. Humber takes the lead, 5-4.
And a really good job there by Humber to recognize that they were going with the back set there for the back hitter, and all 3 net players coming together with that big, big block.
That all started with the strong serving prowess of Cassidy Andrews, but a big play there. What do you know, Janelle Albert doing what she does, a big kill, getting past everybody, and we're all tied at 5.
Yeah, it's a really tough assignment to start getting your momentum going when you've got somebody like Janelle Alberts on the other side of the court who can absolutely just lay it down.
Ashley Rafferty with the serve. LaChapelle keeps it alive. Kristanic, big block, just kept alive by Fanshawe. Lee tried to tip it over, was blocked. Just throw it over. Free ball here for the Hawks. Bartman, Kristanic. Nice play there. Hawks back on top, 6-5.
And Humber once again doing a really good job capitalizing on the free balls that they're getting. Doing a really good job setting up Kristanic for that meter ball that has been oh so effective here in this one. As number 7, Kristanic is going back to the line.
Kristanic's serve is good. Set there. Oh my, what a play there. Janelle Albert just slammed that ball to the ground.
Yeah, a little bit of a breeze there with that windmill. As she can absolutely swing and laying that one down.
She really got a lot of air there and really got some great leverage on that ball. Foley tried to get it over. Hawks scrambling, put it into the net a couple times. Fanshawe taking the 7-6 lead.
A really good effort there by the libero, LaChapelle, to try to get to that little short ball off the net. Just unfortunately wasn't able to get it away from the net enough to be able to set up her player.
Hawks setting up Bartman to Foley. Or to Watson rather, that was good. It's gonna be another point for the Hawks, and we're all tied at 7. This third set's been a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, it's been a really tight one here as so far both of them bringing their A game in set number 3.
After that point, Watson at the service line just makes it over. Set up here. Nice kill there, Kiana Lee.
Kiana Lee getting fired up there. She puts a big kill down in the Humber end.
Kim Hardy at the service line.
Unfortunately, the Humber blockers couldn't quite come together close enough.
Bartman setting it up for Foley, just makes it through. Chance here for Fanshawe to set up. Tipped over, Watson keeps it up. It went right to Bartman, she couldn't get it over. Watson again, that looked like it was gonna miss. Fanshawe keeps it alive. Lee right into the net. And a point there for the Hawks. We're all tied up at 8.
And so far in this one, Humber has been fortunate to win all of these really tough long rallies as they win another one there, tying that up at 8-8. But I'd like to mention a really good play there by the captain, Alex Bartman, as she hasn't really been going over the net in 2 in this one. She saves it for the nice play in set number 3.
Big block there. Albert will just have to throw it back. Bartman sets it up for Andrews. Just kept alive. Fanshawe starting to scramble a little bit.
Humber with another free ball, yeah.
Foley, nice floater. Oh my.
Really, really nice fake out there. As the Fanshawe block thought she was gonna put a really nice swing down. Really doing a good job faking them out and going with the tip as we get that really big swing there by Cassidy Andrews. As that caused the free ball, which led to that really big, nice point for Humber. And another really fortunate bounce, for Humber. That serve just gets over the net.
Yeah, a few of the Fanshawe players on the front line turned around right away thinking that wasn't going to make it over, but just barely trickled over the net, giving Petkoff another chance at the serve. Set up there. Bartman puts it up there for Andrews. Big block at the net. Fanshawe's back within one, and this third set has not been short of drama, that's for sure.
Well, I'm sure everybody in the crowd is losing some nails after this nail biter so far in set number 3, as Lee is back at the service line.
Kept alive by the Hawks. LaChapelle puts it up. Foley tried to get that soft touch, but put it right into the net. And we're back, tied at 10.
Yeah, as you said before, this has been quite a tight set. No team has gotten more than a 2-point lead so far in this one. It's just been back and forth. Humber's going to take that one as Lee is going to have a service error.
She's been pretty good from the line for most of the game, but put that one into the net right away. Olivia Foley at the service line.
And these Fanshawe Falcons servers were also good in set number 1. Starting to cool off in set number 2. Having a little bit of trouble in set number 3. As I say that, Humber with a service error as well.
Got the Lauren Baumeier at the line. All tied up at 11 in the third set. Hawks scrambling a little bit. They just have to throw it over. Free ball here for the Falcons. They just let that one go as it bounces out of bounds.
Yeah, unfortunate there is Humber doing a really good job to scramble to get that one at least over the net. Unfortunately, just sailing out of bounds.
LaChapelle gets that one. Set up there for Krstanisic. Just thrown over. Cassidy Andrews couldn't deflect that one inbounds. That's going to be a point there for the Falcons. Now leading this one 13-11 in the third set. Baumeier back at the line. Kept alive here. Bartman setting it up for Andrews. And that's good. Hawks cut that lead back down to 1.
Andrews absolutely winding back and letting that one fly. She's really got that power. As pretty much everything that's to her is going to be with full aggression and force, trying to get that one down in front of the Fanshawe defense.
Just when it looked like Fanshawe was going to get on a run, Humber cuts that out. Serve is good. Set up here. Albert. That's going to miss. Point there for the Hawks, all tied up at 13 in the third set.
Yeah, a rare miss there for Alberts. She tried to go short side on the left side of the court for her, and just unfortunate for her, goes out as Humber now back tied up 13-13.
Alex Bartman back at the service line. This one makes it over. Rafferty sets it up. Lee just throws it over. Chance here for the Hawks. Andrew, that's a big block of the net there. Bartman sets it up for Watson. That one just trickles through. The Hawks are back up by 1, 14-13. Alex Bartman back at the line.
Julia Watson has been really, really dangerous with that left arm of hers on the right side of the court, really laying that one down. She's been almost perfect whenever she gets at the ball.
Bartman's serve barely makes it over the net, but just lands out of bounds. All tied up at 14.
And so far the story here in this set has been the service errors. I think if each of these teams could get on a little bit of a roll, this set wouldn't be so close.
Serve there, Matt. Bartman sets it up for Krstanisic. And that one's good. Hawks reclaiming the 1-point lead.
Just an absolute back and forth affair here. It's a really good hit there by number 7, Krstanisic.
Cassidy Andrews at the service line. Libero Raycroft kept it up. Albert, big hit there. Gets it again. Didn't make a mistake there. And the Falcons tie this one up at 15. Closest set here by far.
And a really good effort there by Cassidy Andrews to be able to block her face from that oncoming spike and still being able to get it over. An even better play by Alberts to hit it right back where it came from.
Rafferty's serve is good. Bartman sets it up for Kostanic. The soft touch is met by Albert. Rafferty sets it up for Lee. Kept alive. LaChapelle will set it up. Watson with it. Gets it through the block. Falcons scrambling. Tossed over. Free ball here. Kostanic. Bartman. Watson. That one's blocked. LaChapelle to Watson. Soft touch. Fanshawe deflected that one out of bounds, and an easy point there for the Hawks.
Yeah, might have been a point there for Fanshawe if they let that one go. Fortunately for Humber, they did not, as Humber is going to take a 1-point lead back again with Kostanic, back at the service line.
Bit of a scramble play there for the Falcons. Kostanic, that serve missed everything. We're back tied up at 16.
Once again, the service errors slowing each team's roll here.
Albert's serve is good. Bartman setting up for Foley. That one just met. Raycroft setting it up. That one's blocked. It lands out of bounds and a point for the Falcons.
Yeah, really big effort there by the Humber block. Just wasn't quite angled into the bigger part of the court. So that one's going to go outside near the umpire's chair.
Janelle Albert back at the service line. Bartman setting up for Watson. That one's met from right back over. Foley tried to get it over, but that one missed wide.
Foley immediately after hitting that, a little bit of regret there as she tells her teammates sorry. As yeah, there would have been a little bit of a better play there. Make sure you take that free ball and make sure you give a good pass.
Albert's serve is good once again. Bartman setting up for Watson. That one makes it in.
And so far here for Humber, the go-to player has been number 8. Watson is once again absolutely laying it down. She's really shown that she can put the ball in any part of the court with that strong left arm of hers.
Third set, Falcons leading 18-17. It's been a tight one. No one's used a timeout yet. Set up there, soft touch. Watson meets that one. Bartman sets it up. That one gets through. Nice play there by Petkoff, leading to a point. And we're all tied up at 18. Julia Watson, another chance to serve. Serve just makes it over the net. It's up there for Lee. The Hawks can't get to that one. Falcons back on top, 19-18.
Once again, both teams really using the effectiveness of that right side hitter.
LaChapelle gets that one. Big hit there by Watson. Pancakes and kept alive. Rafferty, big block there. And another point for the Hawks.
Absolutely huge block by Olivia Foley and the captain Alex Bartman there. As that one, really good angle there for the block. Angled into the open part of the court as that one drops in between the Fanshawe players.
All squared up at 19. Raycroft keeping it alive. With a mishit there. Oh no, that one was missing wide, but Watson deflecting that one off her leg and out of bounds.
Maybe just thinking a little bit too quickly. She definitely wanted to try to set her setter up with the free ball. But a little bit of regret there as that one definitely looked like it was going out.
Yeah, as a bad break there, Janelle Albert knew she mishit it. Put her teammate in a bad situation. But the Hawks regained the point there. We're back tied at 20.
Yeah, number 1, Olivia Foley's going to pick her team up, no problem. I got you, Julia.
Olivia Foley back at the line. She smacks that ball to the ground.
Yeah, one of the few players that likes to use the left side of the service court.
Deliri's play is blocked. Set up again. Another big block that lands on the Falcons side. Hawks lead 21-20. Fanshawe still not using that timeout.
And this Humber block is absolutely killing it right now. No seams anywhere. As the captain, Alex Bartman, and Alex Kostanic with big blocks back to back.
Albert sets that one up. Rafferty, that one's blocked.
Once again, a huge block by the same two ladies, number 7 and number 16. As Humber with the lead here late in set number 3, 22-20.
And Fanshawe takes their timeout now. As Humber's in the driver's seat now, just 3 points away from taking this their second set, going up 2-1.
And it's been quite a nail-biter here in set number 3. Both coaches are going to go over with their ladies what went right, what went wrong. And I really think the only difference maker, well, the only thing that I'd say could have been better was definitely the service errors. Both teams having trouble sort of getting started at the service line, but their offense picking it up as, you know, you've got Albert, who's doing a really good job, Cassidy Andrews, who's doing a really good job, Watson, who's also killing it on the left or right side of the court for Humber, as this has turned into quite the volleyball game.
Yeah, a complete different look than our first 2 sets, where each of those first 2 sets, really a team really grabbed that set early on, but this one really going down to the wire. Each team really going tit for tat, making service errors and unforced errors. It should be an interesting end here as we got to look at Janelle Albert, Fanshawe's shining star, reigning OCAA and CCAA Player of the Year. Olivia Foley back at the line, trying to get those final 3 points here for Humber. Rycroft keeping it alive. Big hit there by Albert. Watson got a hand on it. There's just wind in front of her.
Yeah, just a little bit too low there at her chest, unable to get underneath it enough to give it enough lift to get it to her passers. Unfortunate there as Humber is going to take their timeout now. As we slow down the pace of this volleyball game, as you know, up until this point in this third set, it's been absolutely flying by.
Neither team really wanting to use that timeout, as it was still a close game, but now as it gets closer to crunch time, the coaches want to regroup their teams, want to make sure they're all on the same page. And I want to talk about that last play a little bit. A big hit there by Janelle Albert, and look on Watson's face, really said it all. She really didn't have a play to make there.
Yeah, she really couldn't do much about that. Just, as I said, just a little bit too low on her, about at her chest. Couldn't get her hands underneath it. It's a little bit unfortunate there, sorry.
No worries, just smiled and shrugged it off. It's all you can really do.
Yeah, you know, it's a close set, and these players really want to make every play they can. But it's really nice to see when these players have a smile on their face, even when they make a mistake, because they know that they're learning.
Badmeyer's serve was good. That was a free ball back to them. Albert's kill is good. We're all tied up at 22. Badmeyer back at the line.
And with this game tied up, Humber really needs a solid passer, their setter, and they don't even need it, as Badmeyer's gonna serve it long.
Humber 2 points away from taking this set. Alex Bartman at the line. Tight back and forth third set. 23-22 the score for Humber. Serve is good. Just flipped over the net. Albert, nice soft touch there, tying things back up at 23.
Yeah, Albert showing a little bit of adaptability there, as you know, usually we're seeing her swing. As that time she went with the soft stuff into the open part of the court. As the Humber defender's kind of backing off the net there because she has been so dangerous with her swing.
Kostanisic's kill just missing the court. Falcons up 24-23, and a smart timeout taken there by head coach Chris Wilkins. Real crunch time now, late in the third set. Fanshawe just need 1 point to take it.
Yeah, once again, Humber really needing to focus on getting a good pass to their setter so they can get a good chance at attacking that volleyball. As this set has been absolutely a nail-biter since it's 24-23 for the Falcons as they sit here with set point.
Whoever takes this set is really in the driver's seat for that fourth set, playing without any real pressure. They could really just feel free to play their game.
Yeah, you definitely feel a lot more comfortable on your side of the court when you have that extra set to your name.
Deliri back at the service line for Fanshawe. One more point will do for them, and they'll be up 2-1. Set up there for Kostanovic, a big kill there. All tied up at 24.
And like I said, a good pass, a good set, it equals a good hit. And that's exactly what you get there, as the score now tied up 24-24. As we are going to see Cassidy Andrews at the service line.
You got to win by 2 now. Set up here, Albert, big block at the net. Fanshawe scrambling. Free ball here for the Hawks. Let's see what they could do with it. Bartman sets it up, Kostanovic.
Good dig by Lee.
Albert again. That's gonna miss.
It's gonna sail long as Humber now gonna take the lead, 25-24. With Cassidy Andrews back at the service line.
And this gym is rocking. Hawks need this one to go up 2-1. Met there by the Falcons, set up. Soft touch there, and they tie it back up at 25.
Yeah, that's a really good play there by Skylar Johnston, going with that soft stuff. Haven't seen too much of her name, but making her presence known as soon as she checks in the game.
Rafferty at the service line, trying to give her team an edge. Love Chappelle meets that one. Kostanovic gets it down. Fanshawe can't come up with that one. Hawks reclaim the lead, 26-25.
And once again, this back and forth volleyball continues. Humber once again with the lead. There's a really big serve here by Kostanovic.
Serve here trying to close out the third set. Albert gets it. Rafferty sets it up back for Albert. That lands in. And we're not quite done here yet. Tied up at 26.
Yeah, we're gonna go as far as we need to here in this set, as another really good kill by the Fanshawe off hitter.
Albert's serve is good. LaChapelle gets that one. Bartman sets it up for Watson. Albert keeps it alive.
Humber gonna get a free ball here.
Set up here, Bartman. Can't get it.
Going off the Fanshawe block, forced to make a play.
Humber keeping it alive. Bartman sets it up for Watson. Soft touch, and that one's in. Hawks reclaim the lead, 27-26.
Once again, maybe a little bit of a change up there by Humber, as Watson has been absolutely tattooing the ball, putting everything behind every swing that she gets a chance to, and going with the soft sub there, working out.
Watson here with serve. Albert gets that one. Rafferty sets it up for Lee. Lands in, back tied up at 27. Fanshawe still with that last timeout, but I don't imagine they're going to use it.
And this double barrel shotgun, that is the Fanshawe Falcons, with Lee on the one side and Alberts on the other. It's been really hard for the Humber to get going here late in this set.
Bartman sets it up there for Petkoff. That one met by the Falcons. They're scrambling a little bit. Free ball here for the Hawks. Bartman sets it up. Petkoff, that's in.
Petkoff laying that one down with a nice tattoo there. As once again, Humber taking the lead and going back and forth, back and forth. My goodness, we might be here all night at the rate this is going.
Petkoff back at the line. Chance for her to close things out. Serves up, just makes it over the net, just trickled over. Just thrown over. Bartman setting it up for Watson. Kept alive by the Falcons. Lee, that one's blocked. Set up there, another chance for Lee. Blocked again. Lands on the Falcon side. Or no, point there. They say it lands out of bounds.
Unfortunately, just going a little bit too hard off the Humber block and sailing out of bounds, as Humber, their block showing up big time there in that rally with a couple of huge blocks. But unfortunately, the bounce not going their way. This one tied up once again. It's a really good recovery there by Bartman.
Both teams scrambling now. Fanshawe just getting it over. Free ball here for the Hawks. Bartman threw it over. Nice play. Wow. A point there for the Hawks.
Yeah, as they're going to get a two-hand touch pass there, as Humber now again once with the lead, 29-28, as this gym is absolutely electric now.
Looks like we'll get a delay. There's a wet spot there, Falcons side of the court, so a bit of a free timeout for them.
Yeah, a little bit of a breather here for both teams. As, yeah, maybe a little bit of a sweaty puddle there on the Fanshawe side. As these ladies are all working hard out there.
Foley serve. That one misses. All tied up at 29.
And unfortunate. The one time you really need a solid serve in the court, you get a service error. Once again, tied.
Van Meyer's serve just trickles over the net. LaChapelle upset with herself that she couldn't get to that one. Fanshawe leading 30-29.
My goodness, a really good effort there by the freshman libero. She's been solid all game with her defense. Just couldn't quite get that pancake there.
Barton sets up for Christos. It's blocked right at the net. Fanshawe taking a marathon of a third set, 31-29, and leading this one now 2-1.
Yeah, that was quite a set there. As both teams should be holding their heads high with that one. As that was a nail-biter going back and forth. So now Fanshawe sitting with a 2-1 lead going into the fourth set. So we're going to take a look at a couple of replays there. So we get some big swings, some good defense.
An absolutely crazy third set as we get ready to take a break. Fanshawe leading this one 2-1. After an absolutely crazy third set, we're back. Fanshawe leading this one 2-1. And Humber in the second set took Fanshawe's first set of the season. That was their first drop set, and they almost took their second right there as that one went right down to the wire.
Yeah, that one going absolutely back and forth. Humber fighting tooth and nail to make sure that these Fanshawe Falcons do everything they can and then some to try to top the Humber Hawks, but Humber doing a really good job answering back after that really slow start in the first set, answering back with a really solid second set. Two lopsided sets there, and then both teams sort of responding with a really, really good set in the third. As we go to a fourth with Fanshawe up 2-1 here, as it's going to be the captain, Alex Bartman, with the serve.
Serve is up and good. And that's a service ace right away.
Yeah, she's going to put that right in between everybody, as it looked like it kind of caught Varmeyer off guard a little bit as she kind of took a little bit of a step back. Almost took herself out of the play there.
We're trying to make up for the end of that last set. Really had a bunch of chances to put away, but just let that slip.
Yeah, and they still have a little bit of momentum with them. They have their heads held high. That was a really solid set against a really, really tough team. And here we are once again, tied score early here in set number 4, 1-1.
Matea Deliri at the line. Got that one. Bartman sets it up for Watson. Just kept alive. thrown back. This will be a free ball. LaChapelle to Bartman. Set for Krstanisic. Still alive here by the Falcons. They'll throw it back. Krstanisic keeping it up. It's going to be whistled down.
It looks like they called Krstanisic on a lift there. Unfortunate, as that was a pretty good set there going. Would have been a really good chance for Humber to put one away.
Fanshawe now leading 2-1. LaChapelle puts that one right in the face of her teammate Watson.
Yeah, uncharacteristic there by the freshman libero. She's been oh so solid in the backcourt with her passing all game long. Haven't really had too many errors to speak of.
Deliri serve is in. Bartman sets it up for Krstanisic. That one's met by Lee.
That shotgun meter ball working out well for Humber.
Bartman sets it up for Watson. Gets it through the block and down. 3-2 now the score for Fanshawe.
Once again, Julia Watson absolutely tattooing that ball, muscling it through that Fanshawe block and into their court.
Cassidy Andrews with the serve. Albert gets that one. Back to her, tried to lift it over. That's gonna be a double touch there.
Unfortunate there as Julia Watson really tried to do everything she can to make that play off the net. Just couldn't get it up high enough for her teammate to make a play.
Ashley Rafferty's serve is good. Kept alive by LaChapelle. Bartman and Watson. Kept up there. Rafferty sets it up. Hawks can't get to that one. Fanshawe now up 5-2.
Yeah, an unfortunate deflection off the Humber block. Put that ball kind of in no man's land. As Petkoff tried to do everything she could to get to that ball.
Rafferty's serve is good. Bartman sets it up for Krstanisic. We have a scramble play there for Fanshawe. We'll just have to throw it over. Free ball here for Humber. Bartman, Krstanisic, that's good.
And that is what you'd like to see if you are Chris Wilkins. Whenever these Humber Hawks are getting a free ball, they are doing everything they can to put it down solidly in the Fanshawe court.
Humber trying to force a fifth and final set here. Down 5-3 to Fanshawe.
And these Hawks aren't going to go away quietly.
Nice play there, and Fanshawe extends their lead to 3, now up 6-3.
And once again, just Humber not able to get over quite far enough in the middle there as it kind of deflects off of Watson's arm there and into the open part of the court.
Janelle Albert's serve is good. LaChapelle keeps it up. Couldn't get that one through was Petkoff. The Hawks are going to be called out there. Penalty there for a lift. Janelle Albert back at the line. Bartman setting it up for Watson. Gets it through the block and it's in. Point there for Humber, now 7-3 Fanshawe.
And this has been a theme throughout this one. Beautiful pass, good set for Watson, and she's absolutely gonna put it away. Doing a really good job using her muscle to get, using all the court, as well as throwing in a little bit of a changeup every now and then.
Big hit there by Albert, that's gonna miss. Now 7-5 for the Falcons.
Yeah, Humber's gonna take everything they can get here. Hopefully Watson can get herself on a little bit of a roll here at the service line.
Serve is up and good. Right there, Lee gets it over the block. Play there at the line. Bartman sets it up for Foley. That's gonna be down and good.
And Foley doing a good job of going to that short side of the net on the left, or excuse me, the right side. Doing a really good job getting it down inside the court. It's a really tough play to do when you're using, and when the ball's coming across your face, to be able to deflect it down to the right side of you.
Julie Watson's serve is good. Rafferty just pokes it over the net.
And we'll take that little bit of a free ball as that block goes off the Fanshawe and out on the Humber side of the court. Humber's gonna take that one as we see this one tied up 7-7.
Bit of a lucky break there as that Fanshawe front line was all over Petkoff, but they just deflected it out of bounds. Watson back at the line, serve is up and good. Albert getting to that one. Lee, that one's blocked. That one deflect in, and a point there for the Falcons.
And another unfortunate bounce there for the Hawks as their block has been there each and every time, getting a piece of it, Just unfortunately, the ball nowhere close to any of the other Humber defenders.
Big play there by Petkoff. That was met by the Falcons. Scrambling a little bit. Free ball here. Watson. Bartman. Setting up for Foley. That's good. Hawks tying this one back up at 8.
And Foley doing everything she can to make sure her team is still in it. She's doing an excellent job there on the right side of the court, laying these balls down.
Hannah Petkoff back at the line. Serve is good. Libero gets that one. Set up there for Lee. Oh, rolling over there was Bartman trying to stretch to get that one, but can't.
Once again, the block was there for Humber. Just getting a piece of it, unfortunately. The ball dropping into no man's land. It's a good pass here by LaChapelle.
Big play there by Andrews. That one's met. Kept alive. He will just throw it over. Free ball here at LaChapelle. Bartman, Foley. Soft touch. That worked.
And once again, she is abusing that spot on the court, as each of her 3 kills so far in this set has been in that exact same spot. Fanshawe is definitely going to have to adjust. Whenever she's in the front court, she's going to try to put that down on the shallow side.
This 4th set, a lot like that 3rd so far, really tight. Set up here, Deliri pokes it over, and that's good. Fanshawe taking a 10-9 lead.
And Deliri with a little bit of a change up there, just poking it over and out of the reach of the Humber block.
Bobmeyer at the service line. LaChapelle
Really
just keeps
serve.
that one in. Out of bounds. Hawks were scrambling, and now Fanshawe takes a 2-point lead, 11-9.
Yeah, Varmeyer with a really hard, solid serve there. Pass going a little bit wild from the Humber passers.
Bobmeyer back at the line. LaChapelle gets it to Bartman. Play at the net there. Both players on each side rather, were trying to reach for that one. The Hawks would be called out there in a 4-touch.
Yeah, really good effort there by Alex Bartman on the net to still try to be able to set up her middle hitter, Krastonisic. Wasn't able to get anything out of it.
The big point there for Humber. They needed that one. Cut into that lead. Now 12-10 for Fanshawe. Now send Alex Bartman to the service line.
Yeah, another one of these freshman Humber Hawks players is Cassidy Andrews, showing that she can do a little bit of everything.
Bartman's serve is good. Play at the net there. Ball on the Fanshawe side. Big play there. That was met.
Huge dig by LaChapelle.
Play there by Andrews. That finds the back of the court.
Once again, the freshman blood on the Humber side doing it together. As LaChapelle with the huge digs and massive hits and swings by Andrews.
And not too often you see first-year players making a big impact, but certainly seen that here tonight for the Humber Hawks. Bartman's serve. It's good. Deliri with it to Lee. Got blocked by Bartman. LaChapelle setting it up. Watson, big hit, met by Lee, but right into the net. Still alive. Umpire says no, it's going to be a point for the Hawks, and we're back tied up at 12.
Yeah, it looks like one of the Fanshawe blockers just went a little bit under the net, crossed over into the Humber side of the court, as Humber is going to take that free point. As Alex Bartman maybe going to go on a little bit of a roll here.
Hawks will definitely hope that she can keep that roll going.
A bit of a wild pass there by Fanshawe. Humber's going to get a free ball out of it.
Chance here. Bartman sets it up for Watson. Kept alive by Lee. Big hit there. That looked like that was going to miss. But Petkoff got a hand on that one, deflected it out of bounds.
Yeah, unfortunately, that kill going off the block, and Petkoff trying to do everything she could to at least make a good pass. And unfortunately, just a little bit wild and sailed back out of play.
Larry's serve is good. Bartman will set it up. Watson gets a hand on it. Lee keeps it alive.
Humber once again getting a free ball.
LaChapelle couldn't get a clean hand on it. Almost a misplay there.
A lack of communication.
Albert's
But a huge block by Watson as that is going to give the Hawks the lead.
Yeah, it looked like that would be a point for sure after Albert was getting a hand on that one, but the Humber front line all over her. Cassidy Andrews now with serve. It's up and good. Kept alive. Albert got that over the front line. Got that missed timing just a little bit.
Yeah, Albert's going, maybe she even got a little changed up there on that set. As here we see just that little bit of miscommunication there between LaChapelle and Petkov. Fortunately, they still were able to get it over and into the play.
Service ace there as LaChapelle's diving effort couldn't make it in time. Falcons now up 15-13.
It's going to be really important serve here for Humber to make a really solid pass on and get themselves back to the service line.
Hawks got to get a run going soon. They've been playing catch up. Point there for the Hawks.
Yeah, once again, when they need that really good pass, they get it. As now, score now down by 1, 15-14. Stanisic with the serve.
That one's met by the libero. Set up there. Albert got a big hit on that one. Humber not liking the call.
Yeah, everybody here on the Humber bench really getting emotional, thinking that that one 100% touched the net. Unfortunately, the call's not going to go their way, and they're going to hear it from the Humber faithful here at the Hawks Nest.
Yeah, the Boo Birds coming out.
Alex Bartman's going to have a little bit of a chat with her coach, relay the information to the chair umpire.
Didn't strike the antenna itself. It made everything move, but it did not strike the antenna. That was the
He's maybe claiming that with the ball hitting the net and everything was moving, but it looked like mostly the aggression off the net was from the volleyball.
Chappelle got a hand on that one, still alive. They'll just throw it back. Free ball here for the Falcons. Set up there for Lee. That one deflected. Bartman went diving for that one, but came up empty. Fanshawe now up 17-14, and they're starting to feel it here.
Yeah, both Watson and Bartman really trying for that spike to get that dig. Unfortunate, though, it went just in between the two of them.
Set up here for Watson. Big hit, and that was good.
And that is exactly what the Humber Hawks needed here from their veteran right side hitter, Julia Watson.
Yeah, you'd hate for them to get so down over the disagreement with the umpire there, so it's good to see them back on the board.
Yeah, good to show the composure here from the Humber Hawks, able to shake off the missed call.
Play there at the net. Big kill there by Baumeier. Fanshawe reclaiming that three-point lead, now up 18-15 in the fourth set.
And Baumeier starting to get in on the offensive action for Fanshawe, as it's really been a double-barrel shotgun between Kiana Lee and Janelle Alberts.
That one missed the court. Free point there for the Hawks. 18-16 now in the fourth set.
Once again, the Hawks are going to take everything that the Falcons are going to give them, as we're going to see Petkov at the service line.
Hawks need to go on a run here to force a fifth and final set.
Solid serve there by Petkov.
Just kept alive. Bartman setting up there. Cassidy Andrews missed the court. A point there for the Falcons. Hawks wanted a deflection, they won't get it.
Once again, the Hawks thinking, yeah, that they were going to get a deflection off the block. Unfortunately, once again, the call not going their way. As once again, the umpire and Alex Bartman are going to have a little bit of a chat as we take a look at Kiana Lee, who's been oh so good at that service line here tonight with that really good hard serve.
Serve right into the net. Humber back down by 2. 19-17 now the score in the fourth set.
And maybe she heard me over here at the broadcast table. Maybe I'm getting in her head a little bit, but the Humber Hawks once again are going to take everything the Falcons are going to give them, as we are going to see number 1, Olivia Foley, for the service. Humber Hawks just down by 2 here, 19-17.
Foley's been a big part of this game for the Hawks. Really helped get things turned around after a tough first set. That ball missed. Humber just down by 1 now. 19-18 the score in the fourth set.
Yeah, Delaney just wasn't able to find that shallow side of the court as Humber once again going to take that one going out of bounds. Really important serve here for Foley.
Right into the net.
Right into the net.
20-18 now the score for Fanshawe. They're in the stretch now. The game is really in their reach.
Yeah, Humber not out of it in any stretch of the imagination.
LaChapelle keeps it alive. Bartman sets it up.
Still going to get a hit out of it.
Yeah, good play there. Just thrown over the net. That caught everyone on the Humber side off guard. 21-18 now the score as head coach Chris Wilkins shakes his head. We gotta look at that replay. Looked like they were going for the setup on that one, but instead just tossed over. LaChapelle gets a hand on that one. Kristonisich tried to go for the kill, but was met right away on the front line. Will be counted as a double touch. 22-18 now the score, and Chris Wilkins will take his first timeout of the fourth set.
Yeah, Humber now down by 4. Gonna need to take a little bit of a breather, try to get everybody on the same page here, make sure that they are not out of it at all. You know, down by 4 can really change in a split second. You get a couple of serves, a couple of kills, and next thing you know, Humber has the lead. And then on the other side of the court, Fanshawe now sitting with a 4-point lead. Definitely not going to want to get complacent there. They're still going to want to be on their toes and be aggressive in playing the solid volleyball game that they have played up until this point.
Yeah, really the only time Fanshawe kind of struggled a little bit was in that second set, although they were still within 9, so it wasn't a complete blowout. But it's been a tough night here for the Hawks, especially after that third set when really they went all out and came up empty, losing that set 31-29.
Doing everything they can to keep themselves in this one. As we are going to see Valmeyer with the serve. She's been quite good at the service line.
Bartman setting it up. Andrews, that one's met. Fanshawe keeping it alive. Big hit there by Albert.
Still going to get a hit out of it.
That one just stays alive. Looked like it might have missed. Or is deflected out, rather.
Yeah, the chair umpire calling the deflect off of the Humber block as the Humber bench yelling and screaming in joy as they finally got a deflection call right in their eyes.
Referee showing, or umpire rather, showing a crack of a smile as well.
Yeah,
after that.
Little tip of the hat saying, I see you guys over there.
Set up here by the Falcons. Albert the hit. Just lands in. 23-19 now the score for the Falcons, and they're just 2 points away from taking this match.
Yeah, Humber's starting to run out of life here. Only 2 hearts left. As we got to learn at the service line.
Delirious serve. Oh, misplayed there by LaChapelle.
Uncharacteristic by the freshman libero, LaChapelle. She's been oh so good with her passing off at the serve. And that one, she just didn't seem like she could make up her mind quick enough.
Match point now for the Falcons. Bartman setting it up. And that will do it. Fanshawe taking the fourth set. 25-19. And taking this match 3-1. Though Humber taking the first set that Fanshawe's dropped all season.
Yeah, I mean, you got to tip the hat to these Humber ladies doing exactly that, giving Fanshawe their first set loss of the season. But even with that, Humber still trying to stay in the game during that third set, back and forth. Really tight set, and another tight set in the fourth, just kind of falling apart there at the end with a little bit of a scramble in those last 2 plays.
Humber Hawks record drops to 2-2, and Fanshawe keeps their perfect streak alive now, 6-0, tied with Mohawk for tops in the OCAA West Division, although they've only dropped 1 set, while Mohawks dropped 5 rather. That will do it for us here tonight. For myself, my broadcasting partner, Matthew Caldwell. Join us here soon as we'll pick it up right here for the men's game as we get to look at the highlights of this match. Humber Hawks losing 3-1 to the Fanshawe Falcons.